Hey guys, what's up? It's your boy Terrence back at it with another video once again. Um, Today's video is going to be totally different. It's not going to be something serious like things that you normally would try to implement in your daily life or take away something from in terms of your progress in life. I thought of doing something funny, right? Um, right, you probably read the title by now and you know what the video is all about, right? So it's to let you guys know how I'm going to survive the zombie apocalypse. Knowing that nowadays there are like new strains of the coronavirus coming up here and there, numbers increasing, decreasing, spikes here and there, right? Countries going to lockdown once again. Uh, so it's important to know that there's a possibility that 1 in a million chance that this could happen, right? So I've thought about five overall steps of what to do to survive the zombie apocalypse, but also there are many other things you'll have to do apart from these five things, right? This is overall a general census of what needs to be done, right? And also probably later after a few days or a few weeks, probably I will come up with a detailed video of what I will exactly do, right? But here are my five general steps that I'm going to follow to survive the zombie apocalypse. And if you want, you can use them as well. This is just what I feel that I'm going to do if it happens, right? And you would have a question but like generally, apocalypses or a breakout is going to happen when it's too late, right? When there are already people running, right? A good sign to check that this happens, when is this going to happen, is when you see the mortality rate, in all seriousness, when you see the mortality rate of, let's say, a pandemic or whatever, right, going up and up and up and up, and the government tells you, no, it's going to stop here, no, it's going to stop here. When you see 5 times that the government has promised you that it's going to stop it doesn't, that's when you have to panic and prepare your toolkits basically to survive. Alright, so coming back to the video, so how am I going to survive the zombie apocalypse? Again, this is just a fun video, but I think it will help if it happens, right? So I don't know, forgot that physics law that says, if it's going to happen, it will happen, right? I think so. It was Moore's law or something. Yeah. Anyways, so getting back to the video, apart from the rant, right? So my first step is going to be, I'm going to raid the nearest, you know. Fine dining restaurant or a 5-star hotel or a 5-star restaurant or a 3-star restaurant close to me. I'm not going to raid the supermarkets. The reason is it's going to be crowded there, and everyone, the first point of contact or the first area they're going to people are going to go to hold in stuff or materials or food or whatever is, right. They'll go to groceries, the place where they generally get groceries, or to near the supermarket, but that's very dangerous is what I feel after seeing so many movies right. So I'm just going to raid the nearest 5-star hotel, right, and then stock up on supplies, right. Now from step 1 to step 2 there's a lot of gap in between, which I'll explain in my upcoming detailed video, right. So that's the first thing I would do. But the next thing, then what I would do is I would survive till I reach the nearest shore, right, depending upon where I am. So as soon as you see the promises of the government, wavering down, but the numbers of the deaths increasing due to the virus or whatever, right, that's when I would immediately leave my whatever wherever I am and move to the closest shore. At least I would be on my way to the closest shore before the apocalypse actually happens, because there's actually a sign that you'll have to look out for when the government promises, numbers are just going to increase, and they've just lost control, right. On the news you will get news that the government has no longer control in terms of the virus, and deaths are just going to keep increasing. As soon as they say on the television or on the newspapers or in news broadcasts, basically, that that we are unable to control the mortality rate, right, and there's no plan for it as of now, right, that's a sign that it's over, right. So by that time there won't be zombies yet on the road, but it's a prelude to something that's going to happen in the next very few days. So by the time I get that audible sign from the government or from the news channels, is when I'm going to leave everything and I'm going to be on my way to the closest shore or the closest I don't know, boat yard, or the closest what do you say, what's that word, is what do you call yeah, the harbor, the closest harbor. I'm just going to run to the closest harbor, right, and on my way. So that's the second step, get to the nearest shore, the nearest harbor, right. Now, obviously, since that's the second step, you know what the third step is going to be, right? Once you reach the shore, once you reach the harbor, right? Find a boat, get on a boat. I don't know, punch a guy, punch a guy, and take a and steal his boat or whatever, right? Or probably steal his yacht or something like that, which is a single man boat or something, right? So the third step is to find a boat. Again, I'm being very sarcastic here and funny because it's kind of funny, but you never know, it may happen, right? So the third step is find the boat at the shore that you're in the shore, and find the closest one. Don't be like, oh, I want a double decker yacht with don't be picky. Just get the first boat you can that you can use, which you know, right? If you look at the boat, you can probably tell if it's going to survive long distances, right? And you don't want a boat which if you see, like, which goes like, which is used for like crossing a river or crossing a stream, right? The smaller ones, right? The paddle ones. No, not that. I'm talking about a motorized boat with fuel. Right? Get the fuel, hijack the boat, and take the boat. That's the third step. Now, obviously, where are you going to go once you get the boat, right? So that's completing step number 3, right? Now, step number 4 is conquering an island. So you have to find the nearest island, right? In my case, I think so. I would go to. I wouldn't go to Andaman. I would think so. I would go to Lakshadweep. I would take this part of the shore. So on one side we have the Andamans, and one side we have Lakshadweep. At least the place where I'm staying. I would probably choose the Lakshadweep Islands and travel there by the boat that I just hijacked or conquered, right? Just like GTA, no punch kick, right? And on the way while traveling from step 1 to step 2, where you're going towards the shore, you can collect your weapons. Like I said, I'll talk about more about that in my detailed video of how to survive the apocalypse. But this is a general consensus using just 5 steps that I thought about. So you the first thing what you did was you left your house firstly, right? You raided a nearest 5-star restaurant or a 5-star hotel, right? Or a 3-star hotel, not just the normal restaurants or your supermarkets, because you know why. Second thing is you ran away to the closest shore possible. Third is you reach the shore, right? You basically reach the shore and then you found a boat, right? You hijacked the boat GTA style, right? You find the boat. Next is you conquer an island. Find an island of. I hope you guys look at maps or at least know basic geography here, because you will need it, because you need to know where you're going. You don't want to go into a dead zone basically, right? So you reach the island, right? And then you conquer it, which means you should be the king of that island, right? You start making the rules there. Now, once you reach that island, right? Within that island comes the last and 5th step, right? Is conquering the largest mountain there, or trekking up the largest mountain on that island, so that you have a visual perspective of whatever of people coming in, going, or basically you get a whole census of the whole island that you're on, right? So you trek up to the mountain there. You stock up on your supplies, obviously, with the boat that you just bought in, and you camp there for the next 2 years, right? And see how it goes from there. And then you survive off the island. Keep a visual check of people coming in, going out on the island. And I think so you can do this by trekking up the highest mountain on that island and camping up there, right? So yeah, guys, this was just another fun video I thought about. I didn't have anything serious to talk about today, right? So hope this helped you in terms of your decision making when it happens, and if it happens. Knock on wood, it doesn't happen, but yeah. And like I said, so there'll be another detailed video coming out as to in between what I would do in between the steps, right? So those are the 5 steps and how I will be surviving the zombie apocalypse. Let me know your 5 steps or your broader perspective of how you would survive the outbreak, basically, right? And whether would you fight it off at your base, or would you travel somewhere or do something? What would you do in terms of that, right? Leave your suggestions in the comments, like I said, about your 5 steps. Like and share, it really helps out the channel, right? The feedback has been great. Your likes let me know as to whether you guys are enjoying the content or no, right? So guys, that's it for today. Subscribe, press the notification bell icon so that you get messages as to when the video is uploaded. Okay, until then, I'll catch you guys next time. See ya.